Hello everyone, this is shadedmazoku. We're back in Chrono Trigger, and there's a lot of dead people. Well, they're not dead. They're undead. Magus has already defeated 3 fierce warriors. There's a food shortage on the front lines. Isn't that always the way? Heard something about a hero showing up. The king's trying his best too, so snap out of it. Good bedside manners there. Arg. Even the knight captain went to the front lines. Arg. Arg. They're not very helpful, are they? Now, actually, Magus has already defeated 3 fierce warriors, they say. But actually, I don't think any of the humans currently in the castle or otherwise have actually battled Magus, because if they had, they probably would have been able to describe him at some point instead of just rambling. I'm gonna head down to the kitchens. Yeah, so, topics for the day. It's the middle of the night again. Or not the middle of the night, although it's actually a bit past midnight, so... as usual, the king is ill. Oh, my brother, that's what you get for thinking you're the only one fighting for your country. Hey! Stop picking, grow up! ... What do you know? So, I'm just gonna help myself to this. Then I'm gonna go out again. I'm missing something here. I'll just have to go talk to people. Wait, oh no, there he is. Take this with you. Got 1 jerky. Jerky. And a power tab. So, it's the middle of the night. Tell that fool, you better come back live. Sibling rivalry. So, it's the middle of the night. Not as sleepy as I was when I recorded the last episode, so probably won't be quite as rambly, although, when I mention, now that I think of it, I've forgotten my timer again. Great, and my cell phone is in my purse, and my purse is in the... you know what? I'll be right back. Back again. Sorry about that. It's just that while Chrono and legendary heroes finally appeared, he just arrived a moment ago to beat the king. The king is injured and is recuperating in bed. It's not that far for me to go get my headphones. My cell phone. It's out in the hallway, which is basically about 3 meters from here if you go straight. But because I wear headsets when I record, obviously, and I wear 2 of them because they're partially broken, and as such it's kind of hard to disentangle myself, so... I was going to say that because it's in the middle of the night, I might still be a bit rambly, although hopefully not as rambly as the last time, which was kind of horrible. Cyrus must have sent the boy to us. Yes, Cyrus isn't really doing much of anything, but we'll get back to that point later. Oh, Chrono, I've let down my kingdom, since we cannot locate Cyrus. Our sole hope rests on the boy who has the hero medal. He searches a certain continent for the sword that can defeat Magus. Now, Cyrus, I think that's the proper pronunciation of his name. Although, of course, the actual pronunciation of that name with its origins is actually Kyrios is the Greek one. Kurush? I can't remember the Persian names right now. Sorry about that. Although, let's face it, you're not watching me play this game to learn Persian. At least I hope you're not, because if you are, well, I'm gonna have to disappoint you. Don't speak much Persian at all. Studied history though, so the Achaemenid Empire... Well, I did read a lot about it. I believe Darius' proper pronunciation of the name was Daravayesh. If that helps any. I don't think it does. I'm just gonna save. This time I'm just gonna save up here. And here, I suppose. And then I'm not gonna touch that other one in case I do all rambly, so I can actually re-record instead of you poor people having to listen to my ramblings. Sun and Bridge. So soon we have boss battle number 2. Right, Sir Chrono, is that for us? Yes. Food rations. Have some noms. I did have a list of topics. Sir Chrono, if I do not make it back, give my brother my thanks. And then you have weird sounds, although you probably can't hear them because headset. Magus' troop have launched an attack and are breaking through our defenses. No, there's no... I don't care if Magus is attacking you. There's no excuse for using 3 exclamation marks in a row. I did write down topics to talk about today, but I've kind of left the written notes at work. And I don't think my boss would be very impressed if I broke into work too. Oh great, undead. Oh, here comes Ozzy. I am Ozzy, Magus' top general. Like hell you are. Those who dare defy Magus have to answer to me. Yes, my children, give him a taste of doom. Ozzy's really not particularly powerful. And as a result, he likes to just bully people. Don't do that. Let's try this then. Eat some fire. Yeah, I thought that would work. Of the 3 generals, probably the one I'd least like to fight is Flea. Although Flea doesn't do much physical damage, there's a lot of status changes and... Ow. Although really, Ozzy is not very... Just punch him and he'll run off. Ozzy needs help, yes you do. Those wimps are stronger than I thought. Yes, there we are. Ozzy's fairly useless. Flea, on the other hand, although apparently... Sorry, yawning. He's a necromancer. But, even so... They're kinda... Ow. He's not very useful. He actually never fights you. This is the closest thing you ever get to fighting him, and as you can tell, we're not really fighting him as much as we're stalling. No more tea. You have to fight the other 2. Slash is a decent challenge. He's a good swordsman and he can do quite a bit of damage. But it doesn't require that much strategy. Flea does status damage, which makes things a lot worse. Poison, confusion, all those funny things. Oh, I leveled up. Drat. And we'll just keep going. That's it! Now you're finished. You can't win, you had best surrender. I should do my Dalek voice for that, although my Dalek voice is crappy. And tends to go into German because, well, German-speaking Daleks amused me. That's Sombor. Oh, Sombor, crush some Magus' enemies. That thing sucks. Really sucks. Yeah, that's the other part of it, isn't it? Ugh. Rocket punch. One part of it's immune to fire, to magic, the other part's immune to physical damage. Which, as you can imagine, is a bit of a bother, although it's quite common in this game. So... Summer's not really that hard of a fight. There's another enemy later on with the same model. Although the doom attacks are kind of painful. So, try to heal a bit. So we don't end up dead. But, there's far worse, oh great. There are far worse enemies in the game than, item. Revive. I need to keep him alive because he's my healer. There we go. That should keep me alive. There are far worse enemies in the game. Probably my least favorites are the ones that lock you. Because when you're locked you can't use your physical attacks and, well, it's just one big mess. Not sure if Flame Toss counts as magic. Let's try. It's typically Slash apparently does. So does that. So let's not do that. And I'll just use Cure Beam on Robo. Ow. Because at that point, if you can't use your magic, you're pretty much, well, you're not gonna be having a good day, that's for sure. Make sure you have, if possible, have the girl I was talking about earlier you get on your team, because she does a lot of physical damage even without her, without... What did I wasn't going to heal him again, but whatever. He does a lot of physical damage without... oh, critical damage. MP Buster. That means he's gonna die. He does the MP Buster as a last resort thing. Quite a few creatures in this does that. He's going, oh well, you defeated me, but haha, I'm gonna suck the energy out of you. But then we're back on the... there, so I can use a shelter. And then everything is back to normal. Or, you know, what appears to be normal in this. Welcome, what can I do for you? Bye. But sell me some of those. And a whole bunch of those. Oh, and some of those too. No, that's too far. I was going to found a actually. They're all equipped with their best stuff. That's good. Residents. Is it true if the king was injured? What's going to happen to us in our country? It's locked. You can get in there later. I heard Magus known... If you have it free. I heard Magus knows arcane magic, which monsters can't match. Actually, Magus... arcane, I suppose. Doesn't really cover it, but... There are two primary magic users among the mystics. One of them is Magus, obviously. He wouldn't be called Magus if he wasn't a magic user now, would he? The other one is Flea, whose full name is Flea the Magician. But, where could Cyrus be? Certainly hasn't deserted the kingdom. No, he hasn't, but, oh well. Mum said can't play how to present monsters, blah blah blah. Flea's full title is Flea the Magician. Yeah, this is Dorino, incidentally, if you've ever wondered. Magus' army is really closing in? Well, the mystical hero is prepared, so it will be alright. They're so innocent. Want to hear my tale? Sure. Goblins with huge hammers roam Denadero mountains to east, but burn their weapons and their pussycats. Now, guess who's gonna get to do that? Hint, it's Lucca. Do you know they say the mythical Masamuna lies within the mountains, but it's guarded by terrible beasts. Always the Masamuna. Many people go to the inn. If you second anywhere, the world would be... Energy worlds would dissipate if you used a slash attack. There's balance in nature. Magus is trying to bring forth an immense evil. How do you know that, huh? You go over and chat to him occasionally? Clear your conscience, the end of the world is coming. The end of the world is nigh. Hello, there's Zaranar. No. There we go, the beeping. So I'm gonna... Well, turn on the sound for one thing, it's bloody annoying. I'm just gonna talk to people in here. Have you met the hero already? No. I haven't met him either. I wonder what the champion will look like. You'll be disappointed, girl. A sword called something or the other moon that was made hundreds of years ago. No one has the skill to make a sword like that anymore. No, I'm sure they don't. Always with a Masamuna. I mean, if you've played any Japanese role-playing game, you've probably heard of Masamune. It's always one of the ultimate swords. It's in pretty much every Final Fantasy game. Most famously, of course, it's in Final Fantasy VII. It's the word Sephiroth use to stab people with. And considering how many people get stabbed with that thing, Headman, I want you to find the mythical rainbow shell. Here's some front money. I count on you, Toma. Yeah. No problem, like a mythical explorer. That's important for later on. The chief of Sandorino village lies here. He lives here. You flee from Magus' troops? No, I haven't. Well, see, Magus have 3 fearsome flesh, I can't speak today. Magus has 3 fearsome henchmen, Ossie, Flea, and Slash. They're tone-deaf evil fiends. Ha ha ha, bad joke. Magus' lair is an island to the east. Yeah, it's kind of impossible to get up there unless you can fly. Most mystics can. Humans do not. Only the ancient sword Masamune can defeat him, and only the hero can wield it. We could use the rainbow shell to make some reflective armor. Yeah, that's... the hero has come. He's strong and he's gonna crush those monsters. Tee. Let's head over to the inn again. This guy here and the banana over here and the orange. Hey, I'll be in here beside myself and let you know some stuff. Sure. Thanks a bunch. Hey, one more please. Some creepy dangerous frogs are taking over the southern woods. Well, we should go check that, shouldn't we? Because we're not gonna go get over to... I can always show you where Magus' castle is. I think you should be able to see it from here. If you go around this giant mountain. It's up there. Yeah, and I'm pointing at the screen, but you can barely see up in the cave. There is the exit, and yeah, it's up there. So you can't really get up there unless you can fly, which mystics can't. That's the Nadora Mountains, which you were speaking of. That's up there. This is Fiona's whatever, and we're gonna go in there now. So, well, first we're gonna quit this recording, and then we're gonna go in there next time. See you then!